In this video, I will show you how to set up a Gmail account. This is going to be the first account that you set up because we will be using that email account to set up all of the other accounts in your account spreadsheet. With that being said, you will need your account spreadsheet and you will also need the company information spreadsheet. If you have not created either of these documents, you can watch one of the videos on how to do so and then come back to this step. One other important thing that I would like to point out is that if you are working in Chrome, for example, or Internet Explorer or Firefox, I would recommend that you keep your documents and your personal email open in one browser and then open a separate one to do this SEO work. Just the reason being is that if you open up two different email accounts in one browser, it could be that the new account that you're creating accidentally gets opened under the wrong email address. So just to avoid any confusion and any issues with that, I would recommend you keep, like I said, your personal stuff in one browser and then all of this new SEO stuff in a separate browser. So with that being said, I will jump over to Firefox. This is where I will be doing my work. So you can just type in gmail.com and that will take you to the email sign-in. So this will be where you sign in once you've set up your account. In order to set up a new account, all you need to do is click this red Create an Account button. And here is where we're going to be using the company information spreadsheet. Here I have the name of John Doe picked out, so I'm going to go ahead and just fill in first and last name. And then you need to choose a username. Typically, we just do the company name and then web info. Web info is just to distinguish this from the analytics email account that we will set up, in which we usually title that one web tracking. So this one, for example, I'm just going to put company web info. And it will tell you if that has already been taken. So just for this example, I'm going to go ahead and click this one. You can choose anything that you would like. You can make it more user-friendly. You don't even have to use web info. So then all you need to do is create a password. And then retype it so that you didn't make any spelling errors. The birthday I did not include in the company information spreadsheet. You can go ahead and add that in if you want to. I typically include that in the account spreadsheet. So if I switch over here to the account spreadsheet and scroll over to the right here, you can see birth date used. So you can just make this up. I'm just going to say January 1st, 1980, just for this example. Oops. So it'll probably switch that over. So if I go back here, then I'm just going to click January 1st, 1980. John Doe would be a male. And you can put in a phone number if you would like. I tend to leave that blank. And then if you have a current email address, this is a good place to put that right now. It just kind of serves as a backup in case you ever forget your password or your account gets hacked. Then it can send an email to whichever email you list here. And then you want to go ahead and you can do the CAPTCHA here. Hopefully it'll work the first time. And then you need to check the I agree to the Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy button. And then I typically uncheck this just because this is a fake account. I'm not going to have them include this information on any social media for Google+. This might change at some point in the future as you try and build out your social profiles and connections with the company, but until further notice, I would just keep this one blank, and you just need to make sure that this step is checked. So then you can click Next Step. This is what your profile will look like. Here you can upload that image if you do have one. Like I said in the company information video though, if this is a fake profile, I would just leave this blank. I would not put anybody's picture up here and misrepresent this as a real person. So In this case, I'm just going to leave it as is and then click next step. Alright, and it just says welcome, so you can continue to Gmail. And at this point in the game, you have officially set up your Gmail account. So this is what it looks like standard once you open a new account. You can leave it as is, or you can customize it and get rid of these ads up here. You can do a priority inbox. You can set up different mailboxes over here, if you will. If you would like to do that, go ahead and watch the next video called Customizing Gmail. I am going to end this video for now because you have everything that you need right now. So, like I said, if you would like to see this look a little bit differently, go ahead and watch the video entitled Customizing Gmail.